棒のトマト棒のトマト棒の棒のトマト赤上げて緑下げてトマトマトマト
Hi folks, information is power. Let's see what kind of information we can find about this problem we have now that turned our lives upside down. Here we go. In New York City, okay, or in New York, there's more than 6,200 deaths, more than 149,000 infected. Right? You would think with so many deaths, you would find obituaries from the grieving families. Okay, let's see what we find here. First of all, in New York City reports record 800 plus coronavirus deaths. So just in one day more than 800 deaths. That's a lot. Let's check another source. Daily News reports at least 4,260 people dead and confirmed cases over 80,000. And they say 716 new deaths in about 24 hours. So the numbers vary a little bit, but they're in the ballpark. Okay. So now let's look for New York City obituaries. It's interesting to see what we will find. Here the same source, Daily News. View all obituaries. 40 results, it says. Okay. Dr. Lewis, age 90. He passed away peacefully at home. Angela, I cannot see any date or age, but she died at home in Brooklyn. Okay, Martin, age 84. Francis, 39. Okay, no mention of CB. No mention. Let's go on. Anne died peacefully at the age of 94. Way to go, Anne. Rose was married for 71 years to Vincent. Anne, another Anne. Okay, 79 years old. Rose, another Rose. CV or not. 77 years old. Peter. Ronald, member of local union 638. Thomas, local 638, same unit. Billy, 50 years member of workers local 40. Union guys, you gotta watch out. probably. NYPD, son of NYPD killed in the line of duty. Okay, thank you for your service. Rose, another Rose here. We have pancreatic cancer, so she died from pancreatic cancer. John, happy birthday. Phyllis, looks younger, no mention of CV. Let's go on. Michael 91 from the Bronx. Helen 92 from the Bronx. Okay. Mary, second anniversary, so she probably died a year ago. Timothy, happy third birthday in heaven. Probably died 3 years ago. Rose, another Rose here. Let's see, and another Anne. So Annes and Roses, Roses and Annes, watch out. You're here represented. Too much maybe. Okay. And I think that's about it. Okay. Okay, so we've seen in the obituaries published by the families, there's no mention of CV, okay? But I'm thinking with so many deaths that they tell us about, there should be something, okay? So let's narrow down the search term. Let's make it more specific, and we'll make it New York City coronavirus obituaries. Okay, let's see. Time magazine shows obituaries. Coronavirus in New York, latest updates. The New Yorkers lost to coronavirus. Okay. Let's see. Okay, New Yorkers lost to coronavirus. From the New York Post, and it says obituaries, but what we see is just a list. Random people, everybody died of coronavirus. These are not published by the families. This is a list compiled by the New York Post. Okay. Coronavirus complications, COVID-19 complications, died at 68. Okay. So let's see what the Time magazine has to show us. These are people who died from coronavirus. It said obituaries, okay? So we start with Lorena Borjas. Okay, and we see there's a short article about her. She was transgender. Okay. Trans, worked with HIV, with immigrants and LGBTQ immigrant. That's important. Okay. So that's one victim. Let's go further. We have Floyd, the restaurant owner. Switzerland, Mumbai, traveled the world, so maybe he came back infected. Okay. Let's go down the line. chef master. Okay, so celebrities, these are important. Okay, rabbi. The Rabbi Romy Cohn died of CV, probably Holocaust survivor. Yes, Auschwitz. Okay, so that's a nice story. Tugs at the heartstrings. Okay, reporter for New York Times, an editor. That's one of their own. Here we go. Andrew Jack, an actor. He played in Star Wars. He worked with let's see, Robert Downey Jr. Okay, celebrity. He died at 76 from complications from the coronavirus. He was in no pain and he slipped away peacefully. So you can imagine this bastard virus, how he tortured him until he slipped away peacefully. Okay. Here we go. We got Andre. He was a doorman at the UN. Zororo is from Zimbabwe, journalist. I don't know what this has to do with the New York victim. Maybe they lived in New York. Terence is a playwright, or was, and he says here that he's been a huge hero to the LGBTQ. Now I don't want to be mean or say anything, but you know, the liberals, how they say, don't ever let a good crisis go to waste. They gotta push an agenda or two. Here we have somebody who worked for CBS, another valuable source. Then we have a musician. So all important people, you know, activists, artists, actors, musicians. Here we go. Gita, she worked with HIV, vaginal micro something. So yeah, activists, immigrants, HIV, and so on. They fell victims. Alright, so here we have now Des Anne. She was principal at the school in Brooklyn. Brooklyn Democracy Academy. That's a mouthful. Okay, and she worked with immigrant children. Yeah. Here we have an Italian shoe designer, and then we have Dr. Alpha Sadhu. He's probably from Britain, BBC, or born in Nigeria. And then we have Adam Schlesinger. He wrote some songs for movies. I see That Thing You Do, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and so on. So you see, folks, we have here like important people, activists, playwrights. This is a professor, 71 years old, and La Pièce de Résistance, Lee West-Liang. This is the doctor that the whistleblower doctor that pulled the alarm for the coronavirus from China, the Wuhan. Makes sense. All right. Now let's look at some photos, right? With so many deaths, there should be some images. There should be a lot of images of the victims, okay? It says here, click here if you cannot see the picture, the photos. Okay, let's click. Photos, death, mount, okay. Alright, here we go. First photo out of 14. They show carrying a body out. Okay, second picture out of 14. It says people stand in line. I don't see any people, but they probably stand in line. Okay. We have a short commercial. Invest, people invest. Picture 3 out of 14, a thank you sign. We were supposed to see picture of CV victims. Okay, picture 4 out of 14, a medical worker wearing personal equipment protection. Okay, picture 5, a news crew wearing personal protective equipment, but it was just the news crew, nobody else there. Okay, here we see picture 6, a body wrapped in plastic is unloaded from a refrigerated trailer. Okay, so that's the second body. Then we have picture 7 out of 14, a person sits in a playground. Okay, an empty playground actually. And then picture 8 out of 14, people stand in line to get tested. Alright, it's taken on April 1st. And then picture 9, people wait for food, April 1st. Picture 10 out of 14, a pharmacist works behind plastic sheeting. Okay, April 1st. Peekaboo. Alright, picture 11 out of 14, a person stands in line while wearing a face mask. That's interesting. Picture 12 out of 14, a person wearing a protective mask. Picture 13 out of 14, it says workers wearing personal protective equipment due to COVID-19. And picture 14 out of 14, here's a body wrapped in plastic, is prepared to be loaded. I don't know if it's the same body that was unloaded in the other picture, but let's say. So we have 3 pictures of bodies, let's say 3 bodies out of 14 pictures, with 800 people dying in one day, thousands of people dead already. Okay, so take it for what it's worth. Be safe, stay home. Alright, bye bye.
Hey, come on in! C'est la tomato!